Good day. Thank you for watching this video. This is the second video in the series of our accounting application. The first video dealt with registering your free application and your free demo on our application. So this is our website, www.strategicaccounting.co.za. On the right hand side, you've got log on accounting. So if you click on that button, you'll get to this landing page over here. Okay, please make sure that your email address and your password matches to what you've registered originally. So you're going to click on log on accounting. Okay, you'll get to the screen over here. What you will notice at the top there is your free trial days remaining. So once you want to register and sign up for the application, you click on subscribe now. We will have another video dealing with that. Today's video is dealing with the settings side of the application. All right, so click on settings for me over there. So you'll see a few options on the settings side. The first one is organizational settings. We'll go through that. Logos and branding, other features, PayPal integration, managing users, your tax settings, import data, and your integrations. All right, so let's get into it. So the first thing that we'll deal with on the settings side is the invoice brands and templates. All right, so the first important thing that's very important to understand where you get stuck is you go to the help menu button in the corner, then you'll find this menu button over here. The menu button is very useful to use, especially when you want to do something that you've not used to be doing, or you can contact us as well. All right, so let us set up the branding and templates. So the first thing that I normally do when we set up the branding and templates is to go insert your logo. All right, so you're going to go in settings over there, logos and branding. You're going to go to logos over there. Okay, you add your logo. Your file must not be bigger than 1 megabyte. Otherwise, the application won't be able to save it. So the format is GIF, JPEG, PNG. No PDFs. It does not work in PDFs. It's only GIF, JPEG, and PNG. All right, you click on choose file. You go and find your logo. All right, so I'm going to put Strategic Accounting's logo in. Let's go find Strategic Accounting. Okay, let's go to the logo folder. And remember what I said, it must be in JPEG form. All right, so we're going to go insert that. You click on save, then application will save the logo. Now the logo is ready to be used. Okay, if you're not happy with the logo and you want to change the logo, you can go and delete the logo. Okay, if you want to edit the logo, you can go and edit the logo. All right, so let's go to branding and templates. Now we want to go and set up the actual template for how your invoices are going to look like. So the first thing that we do normally is to set up the template name. All right, so this is important because if you have branches and you want to use different templates for different branches, you can call this template 1, template 2, template 3. The template color. You want to choose a template color that matches your logo. So in my case, I always choose this color because it always complements my logo color. So you can choose any color that you want. The font. You can choose any font that you want. The font that normally works nicely on all my applications and all my documentation is the Homer. So go and select that. You have 4 options as far as the template is concerned. So the first option is the default option with the logo on the left and that type of scheme. The second one is Orion. And if you want to choose Orion, you just click on activate. Then you have different other options as well, and you also have a custom theme option as well. This is where you can design your own layout of your actual tax invoice. That is quite nice because then you can choose how your layout of the tax invoice looks like. For me, I would rather choose any of these 4 options that you would like, and the most prominent and popular option is Orion. Okay, so headers and footers. Remember, we've uploaded the logo, so you're going to go and select the logo. The organization's name, if your name appears in the logo, then you don't have to have this name over here. All right, so you can remove that. Address in the header. If you want to go and make amendments in terms of the address in the header, you basically go and change there. And you can add information as well. Where does this information come from? This comes from the setup side. Remember on the previous video, we talked about setting up and the importance of having this information over here. When you are VAT registered and tax registered, your registered details must appear there. And if you want to put your trade details, you can put your trade details there as well. But what's important is your registered address of the entity. So you put your telephone number, you can put your mobile, etc., etc., etc. So you can put any information that you would like there. This is the registered address details in the footer of the app of the document. So you can have whatever details you have there, but what most important, this information must relate back to your registered company details. Okay, so you can insert page numbers, you can remove the page numbers. If your document is more than 2 pages, you can add page numbers. Then you have contact address labels. You can have contact person, who does it need to be attended to, the contact name and the VAT number. You can change any of this naming convention. What's nice about it is you can change it to how you like it to look like. Transaction header labels. So you've got an invoice title, draft, credit note. You've got all of those options. You can change this to tax invoice, whatever you would like it to say. If you use delivery notes, you can change this to delivery note. There's another video that will deal with invoicing and quotes, etc. So please look out for that. So once you've gone through all of those options, right, the fields that I would like to show you is where it says additional note fields. So now I want to go and put my banking details or terms and conditions. So I can name this terms and conditions. So I will go and enter my banking details. Absa Bank, etc., etc., etc. Right? Now I've got terms and conditions, and I say, please pay me 50% before the job starts, etc., etc. Okay, so you can put any terms and conditions there. There is space limitations as far as these fields are concerned. If you want that same information on the quote, you basically copy and paste there. Okay. The system also has a purchase order function and a credit note function. So if you want specific details on there and specific details on the purchase order, you can do so. On PayPal integration, if you're selling in Europe, PayPal is quite huge in Europe. It's not very huge in South Africa. So this is not necessary. Payment notifications, where we're using PayPal and Stripe integrations. If you are accepting payments via credit card, the setup is quite complicated. So please contact us so we can set this up for you. All right, so once you've made all the amendments, please don't forget to click Save on the left, because if you don't save your changes, it will not save. All right, so let's go and have a look on how the actual document looks like. So let's click on Preview. You can download. Right, so there's your document. So there's your logo on the left, tax invoice. Remember I said you can change that naming convention. I also mentioned if your name appears in your logo, in this case, that's strategic accounting, that's a different name. All right, so you can leave that there. If your name does not appear in your logo, please put your name over there. All right, so this is how your invoice would look like. There's those terms and conditions that I talked about. So in terms of the terms and conditions, it talks about your terms and conditions, 50% upfront, etc. You can have any terms and conditions. Remember, this is static information. So this will appear every time on the tax invoice. There is an option on variable information you can add onto the notes fields, but that is another video where we're talking about quotes and invoices. All right, so once you've made changes and you're happy with everything that is there, you click on Save. Remember what I said, always save before you exit. All right, so that is on the branding and templates. We talked about the logos, we talked about the branding and templates. The application also has a statement option as well. So the name in the header, you can either have your trade name, legal name, or your logo. So in this case, we're going to put the logo, and the other information we put trade address, legal address, registered address. You have options to change these if you would like to change these. And then we have additional text on the statement. So if you want to say, please remit payment as soon as possible, this information will appear on the statement template. So you click on Save. Now you want to create your email templates. The system has an option where you can email a PDF documentation. So in our case, we're going to set up the invoice template. So you're going to call this invoice template. All right, your option type is invoice, quote, or purchase order. So you're going to select that option. You click on CC yourself. So the system will copy on when every time a document is sent, you say the invoice from Indalo Shopfitters. All right, this is information you can change. So you can add these email tags in terms of your message header. You can change your message header whatever way you would like to do that. So today just going to set up an invoice template and the quotation template. All right, so I'm going to say quotation template, CC myself, quotation template. All right, you can change that naming convention to quotation, and you can change that naming convention to quotation. Okay, like I said, you can change any of this wording that's in there. So click on save. Once you're happy with these two elements, you have a default template you can set in terms of your organization. So you click on quotation template as your default, or you can select invoice template as your template. If you want to set up a statement template, a receipt and remittance template, and a credit note template, all you do is you click on add, select the type, CC yourself, type in whatever you want to type in, and click on save. Remember, these are the email tags you can use inside the message header. So that's quite nice because you can change anything that you want. You can change anything that you need. All right, in this video, we're going to show you how to do the quotation template and the invoice template. So you click on save. Please make sure that you save every time. Okay. So let's go back to settings. Now we dealt with logos and templates, logos, branding, statements, email templates. Organizational settings. This is quite complicated, so I'm going to have a separate video in respect of that because it just drives the setup as far as converting from a previous accounting system is concerned. Other features, this is also a video I will do on its own where it deals with journals, product services, and categories. PayPal integration, please talk to us about that. Our contact information will be at the end of the video because it's quite complicated to use. Manage users. All right. So manage users, when you're going to add users to the application, you click on manage user, you put your first name, the surname, and the email address of the person, and you tick what options that person can see and what they can't see. So what's important is that you need to understand what that person's role is in the organization. If that person is only going to send tax invoices and quotes, then you only select the first three options over here. If that person is responsible to maintain your database on the application, then that person can only see this. In all instances, when I set up applications, I do not give other people access to the banking side, review, and the settings side. The reason for that is because it's a need-to-know basis and the information is quite sensitive. So make sure that whatever role that person has got, please make sure that you select the appropriate options. Tax settings. We've set up the entity as VAT registered. So we are going to change now the default as far as the application is concerned. We know there was a recent change in South Africa to 15%. So you're going to change that to 15% and that to 15% and click on save. Okay, and purchases and sales also change to 15% and that changes to 15% and click on save. All right, so once you click all of those buttons and everything is good, so what you can do next is you go back to the settings side and everything is changed over there. Import data. All right, I will have a specific video in respect of import data because this is where we drive the setup from previous accounting systems and you need assistance from an accountant. So I will spend some time on this particular area over here. API keys. If you would like to set up your own API keys means you can save your own data from the application. So if you want to back up your own data, you can do that at your own leisure. And also we can set up Stripe integration as well. So Stripe is not very popular in South Africa, so this is mostly popular in the UK. So therefore, this is not that important for us in South Africa because we receive information through the bank accounts where a payment is done through EFT, or we have a credit card that is being paid directly to the facilities as well. So in this case, we don't do a setup integration. If you are selling in Europe and you need Stripe, please contact us and we will set it up for you accordingly. Just to recap, we spend on logos and branding. So your logos, you go in there, There's your logo. Remember what I said, it can't be bigger than 1 megabyte. Then you go back into settings, branding and templates. So you can go set up your branding and templates. So there's default template number 1, and that will deal with my Cape Town or my Joburg branch. So I'm going to call this template, I'm going to call this Joburg template. Okay, then you can have your Joburg address in there. Okay, so click on save. All right, under settings as well, we dealt with statements and remittances. So we dealt with that. Okay, so click on save. And under email templates, we set up the email templates. Remember, you can go change and edit whatever you want. You can always go back in. Please make sure that you save all the time. Go back into settings. We also dealt with manage users and permissions. So like I said, please check who is live, who can see and what they can't see before you go and add people, because otherwise it will see your results, and that's not good. Your API keys, you can dump and save on your own. Your Stripe integrations. Import data, we'll have a video in respect of that. Tax settings. There was a recent change in South Africa. So basically, we need to be on 15%. All right. If you are having transactions that is still in the 14% and we need to reprocess all of that information because we have to produce financial results as financial statements is concerned, please contact us in respect of that, because the setup is a lot more different in respect of that. PayPal integrations, like I said, this is quite specific. If you have PayPal that you want to receive money on, please talk to us in respect of that. Okay, so the other videos that we're going to have is your organizational settings. We'll deal with a video in respect of that. Other features, we'll deal with a video in respect of that. And then import data, we'll have a video specifically in respect of that, because those are very specific, and it needs time for me to explain what we need to do in respect of that. All right, so let's get back to the branding and templates. So now you have a Joburg branch, JHB template, and you want to have a template for Cape Town. So specifically to those customers in Cape Town. So basically what you do is you clone it and you change that to CPT template. And now I'm going to change my information over here to Cape Town. So we're going to put a Cape Town address in and a telephone number in Cape Town. All right. And you click on save. And there will be a video specifically where we will have templates specifically to a customer and templates specifically for Cape Town customers. And you can also have a generic template as well. All right, so that's all on the settings side as far as the application is concerned. If you want to get hold of us, you click on contacts on my website. Our contact details at 011-050-1616. Our fax to email is 086-691-6065. Our email address is info@strategicaccounting.co.za. Website www.strategicaccounting.co.za. Mobile number 083-561-8040. You can also leave a contact form for us as well, and that's the way you can contact us. Please look out for the next videos in terms of the application. That's quite useful in order to set it up. So please look out for those. Thank you.